Hey, what's up guys? Sir Emanon here, and welcome to another feature match commentary on the channel today. So this is going to be round 5 of the LCS that's happening this weekend, the 3v3, and it's going to be featuring Dakeoff, aka Acepcion, on Trap Shaddoll actually, versus 2v3, aka Esala on Drytron. So you guys did actually want to see this matchup, and I was going to feature it for round 4, but I noticed that these guys were playing this exact matchup in round 5, and I'm like, oh, these are really well-known players. Want to get them on the channel here, if at all possible. So let's go ahead and just get started without any further ado. Let's hope this is a good one. So Salah going to be winning the RPS and opting to start here. And he's on 43 cards, which means it's probably the same build, or at least a very similar one to the list that he showcased off on the Duelist Academy stream a couple days ago. Because I watched that stream, I actually have some insight on his build. He's not playing Herald of Ultimateness and is still on Vanity's Ruler, kind of similar to Jesse Cotton's LCS list from LCS 9. It's not really too much different fundamentally. So that should be pretty interesting. But the opening hand is going to be Ben 10, Alpha, Natasha, Prep, and Ava. So this hand actually, I don't think it makes Vanity's Ruler if you're not playing. Yeah, if you have to rely on Vanity's Ruler, I don't think you can summon it. Because you need to normal Manju in this hand to get to Carrier and to get to Meteonis. So this might actually not be a very good end board, even though the hand itself is good. Which is why I like Ultimatus a lot, because there's so many hands we have to normal Manju. Like, normally Manju is insanely good. But the hand's still very good, of course. And then the hand for Trap Shaddoll is going to be Needle Sealing, Double Sinister Shadow Games, Shaddoll Schism, and Trap Trick. So this hand's pretty good to try and break the board. I'm interested to see how he's going to navigate this. Shadow Games is not once per turn, by the way, so that's something to note. Gonna go to main phase 1, and then going to 0 for 5 in die rolls. You hate to see it. Alpha gonna tribute away Ben 10, and then Alpha searching Ben 10 after summoning itself, and then Ben 10 triggers to grab Manju. And then gonna normal summon Manju to grab Meteonis. Yeah, definitely had to do this, but if there's no ultimateness, I'm not sure what his end board's gonna be. Going to link it to a copy of Union Carrier, and then Carrier Effect to equip Dawn Knight to itself, and then Meteonis can attribute away the Union Carrier to bring back the Ben 10, and then Dawn Knight gonna send Gamma, and then Gamma gonna attribute the Ben 10 in hand, that's gonna summon itself as well as the Alpha, and then Ben 10 triggers again to grab Orange Light here, and then going to add back Meteonis by targeting Gamma to reduce it, and then going to link summon a copy of Herald of Mirage Lights, and then activate Prep for Ben 10, and then pass. That's like the response that I would have probably if I was in Ed's position. Because this board is not that good. Like, double Orange Light is not going to be enough to stop like the Mirror or VW, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's so many hands again where you just want to normal summon Manju that Vanity's Ruler is not great. And also, like, there's outs to it too. Like, it's like comparable to Herald of Ultimateness. Like, they do almost the same thing. But like, I think Ultimateness is just a lot more flexible. But I digress. We're gonna move on here. The top deck is gonna be Shaddoll Dragon, which is actually pretty good because it trades with the Herald of Mirage Lights. So yeah, even though it can float into a Ben 10, like there's already 2 Ben 10s in circulation. So I'm pretty sure the entire hand is known except the Natasha. I could be wrong here. Actually, was Orange Light searched? Yeah, it was searched. Okay. So yeah, the entire hand, I believe, is known. Oh no, Ava isn't known either. Okay, never mind. But yeah, Orange Light definitely is known. So you're gonna normal summon Shaddoll Dragon, and then gonna attack over Benton actually. That's an interesting choice, just because again the Benton is already known. Maybe he's banking on that being the only fairy for Orange Light, and thus doesn't want this to float. We'll see. Gonna set 5 and then pass. For turn, Esala is gonna draw Drytron Nova. Quite good. Actually, if I remember correctly, Esala's build is still playing the purple light, so that's gonna come in handy here. Going to tribute Ben 10, that's gonna summon out Alpha. And then Alpha search not Meteonis. Well, I guess it is Meteonis, but Draconids. And then Benton gets a trigger here as well. So that's gonna grab Purple Light. So now there's 2 ways to stop spell or traps here right now. All right, Nova effect. That's gonna summon out Delta, and then going to Link Summon for a copy of Phoenix. Not going for a Zeus play here. Phoenix gonna pitch the Natasha. That's gonna hit the Shadow Games, which will be chained. That's going to resolve, sending Ariel, and then Ariel is gonna get orange lighted. Not too surprising. You kind of have to. Orange light gonna be banished for Ava. That's gonna search another orange light. Okay, so that means there's no Cyber Petite Angel still in this list. And also, okay, no, I was gonna say that like maybe there was a window to use Shadow Games while Purple Light had nothing to discard, but like that also could have just been pitched for the Mirage Light itself. I think like maybe Ava Chainlink 1, Shadow Games Chainlink 2 could have been decent, but then like on a new chain, Ariel would have been negated by the other orange light as well. So yeah, probably not a great window to use it. Meteonis is going to tribute away the Draconids. That's going to bring back Ben 10. And then going to tribute it for the Gamma, summoning itself back as well as the Alpha. And then Benton gets to search for Vanity's Ruler. I wonder if you Needle Sealing now or if you like wait and try and use other cards first. Purple, Orange, and Ruler. Yeah, he knows everything. This will search out Ben 10. This will search off Ava. This will search out Ben 10. Yeah, the entire hand is known. Alpha was used. Gamma was used. Meteonis wasn't used in Graveyard. Delta hasn't been used. Just trying to keep track of everything here. Because from Ed's position, he has a lot of chances to try and use these traps, but Esala has a fair amount of responses. So he's going to activate Shaddoll Schism. Mirage Light's going to be chained to pitch and negate. Getting rid of the orange light actually instead of the Vanity's Ruler. So that's pretty interesting. That leaves a window open potentially for like Shadow Games to put in work, or at least force a response, and then you can like Needle Sealing the board. I think that's actually quite strong. If Esala doesn't negate this though, then it's kind of tough. We'll just have to wait and see. Meteonis is going to add back itself by lowering Gamma. Kind of surprised Ed hasn't done anything here yet. Meteonis tribute Gamma to summon out Natasha. Ooh, Natasha has now hit the board. That's a rough one. Natasha effect to gain life points. And then going to Link Summon Unicorn. And then go for Natasha to steal the dragon. Ed is really holding on to his back row. Natasha going to gain another 11. And then going to Link Summon a copy of Access Code. Access Code to gain 3,000. And then Resolution going to try Needle Sealing. That's going to be negated by Purple Light. If you place 3 Needle Sealing, you Trap Trick into another one. Thinking now, going to use Shadow Games. There's no way to negate this anymore. This will float into Meteonis and Benten. Or Draconid's Benten, or Draconid's Meteonis. Lots of combinations, actually. Yeah, the access code can be destroyed right now. So Shadow Games is going to send Wendy, and then Wendy effect. That's going to summon a copy of Hedgehog, and then going to Trap Trick for another Needle Sealing, probably. Yeah. And then Sealing going to wipe the board. Tragedy that Dragon won't be able to really do anything here. Herald of Orange Lights does get to trigger, and we haven't used Delta yet. And Natasha still is alive. I think Esala just wins the game. Herald of Mirage Light's going to add back Meteonis. And thinking on the second ad, the Draconids. Going to banish Benten for Natasha. Going to steal. And then going to activate Meteonis to summon back the Benten. And then Natasha going to gain 900. And then Battle Phase going to attack for 28. He's on almost 11k. That's a lot. And going to pass. Yeah, Ed just has no resources anymore. Fraternity's going to draw Squamata. I mean, it doesn't even, like, trade with these. Well, actually, you could attack into... No. Yeah, I don't think it's looking good. Going to set Squamata and pass. Fraternity's going to draw Ash. Yeah, could just slink away, steal the Squamata, go into like Boros Sword. Alpha gonna tribute away Ben 10, summon itself. And Ben 10 gonna grab Orange Light. And then Meteonis going to add itself back. And then gonna flip up Hedgehog, go for Link 2, go for Cerberus, and then Natasha gonna steal. And that's gonna be the end of the game. So Drytron gonna be winning game number 1 there. That's pretty interesting, because like given how weak the end board was, I thought that Trap Shaddoll had a pretty solid chance to break it. But to be fair, the Purple Light and the Mirage Lights really were keeping a lot of the traps at bay. So that definitely played a factor. But we're going to move into game 2 now. And Ed's probably going to go first. Yep, so we're going to see Trap Shaddoll start things off. If you guys are enjoying this commentary, definitely be sure to like the video and subscribe for more commentary similar to this style. Going to upload a lot of the LCS matches, so be on the lookout for those. But the Trap Shaddoll opening hand is going to be Shadow Games, Anti-Spell, LA Justice Cycle Reader, Schism, and Solemn Strike. I really like Cycle Reader in this deck over like Joel, just because it's important to get rid of the resources. This hand is quite solid. And then the opening hand for Esala is going to be Denko, Ash, Purple Light, Gamma, and Bantam. This is another case where I think you have to search Manju, normal it, and then use that to grab Meteonis to play. But this hand overall is not too bad. Also, like the Denko there makes it so that Manju plays are harder. We'll kind of see how he plays this out. But Ed's going to set 4 and pass. For turn, the top deck's going to be Delta. Okay, so never mind. Don't need to do that anymore because we drew a second Drytron name. Gonna activate Anti-Spell in the standby phase. And then gonna normal summon Denko. Use Delta to tribute away the Gamma, reveal Benten, and then draw. Draws a copy of Ava, not too bad. Then going to go into Link Rebo, and then Gamma going to tribute Benten, and then that's just going to be met with the fattest Cycle Reader. Yeah, target Gamma Benten. And then going to go Battle Phase, attack for 2,000. And then going to pass. This is going to be quite a slow game. Draws Trap Trick that he can't set. This is a rough one. Denko really going to be huge. There has to be like... Even like normal summoning Squamata isn't going to beat Link Rebo. Draws Orange Eye for turn. Could keep it. Could go like for an Ava play. I don't think he's like under a lot of pressure though. Got normal summon Ava. And then Link for Relinquish Anima. Oh yeah, this makes Carrier too. Which is cool. You're going to Link summon a copy of Union Carrier. Carrier target itself. Oh no, Carrier targeting Denko. Oh, that makes it bigger. That's cool. So now this can't be run over by Squamata. I like that a lot. That's actually really, really heads up. Yeah, going to go Carrier attack and then Denko attack. So 37. Big, yeah. That's actually huge. And even a top deck... Now, actually, because he has Anti-Spell up, a top deck like Shaddoll Fusion isn't going to get him out of this. Oh, this is a rough one. Or this top deck isn't going to do it either. You hate to see it. I mean, it's a great card, but not in this scenario. Wow, the Anti-Spell actually is hurting Ed more than it is hurting Esala. Oh, and that's just going to be the end of the match right there. Wow. That is a bit of a shame, honestly. We didn't really get to see Trap Shaddoll pop off, but the Denko, honestly, like a really, really solid lockdown. I feel like in the Vanity's Ruler version, it's a little riskier. But then again, like you're probably setting out Vanity's Ruler going second against a trap deck anyway. So I do like this. Yeah, like this card is extremely, extremely like an auto win against these types of decks. Not really a whole lot to be done there. I do like that the Carrier equipped the Dawn Knight to the Denko just to protect it more. Because again, that like the only way that you're outing Denko is by battle at that point. Because like you're basically locked out of spells and traps with Anti-Spell Denko up. That's just so rough. Or maybe like a Set Dragon, I guess. Set Dragon could have done it too. But those apps are just so few and far between. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like as well as any thoughts or feedback in the comments. Subscribe for more informative and competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content. If you want to, you can follow me on all social media platforms or support me via Patreon, TCG Player, all the links in the description as usual. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. See you guys.